Welcome back to DFW Close-Up. We all love good food, and Dallas is known as having some of the best. And today I have with me Chad Hauser, who's using his love of food to help others. Thank you for being here, Chad.
Good morning, thank you.
Good morning. Now, tell me a little bit about Cafe Momentum. That's the organization you're involved in, and just how you got started in this.
How long do we have?
Not that long.
Cafe Momentum is, in two sentences or one, it is a post-release program for adjudicated teenagers. It is a restaurant that serves as an internship for them and allows us to continue doing social skill and life skill training and adding employment skill once they're released from jail.
Right, and what drew you to being a part of it?
Several years ago, I got involved with the Youth Village Resources of Dallas, which is a nonprofit that raises funds and implements pre-release programs specifically for the young men at the Dallas County Youth Village, which is a juvenile detention facility for 10 to 17-year-old nonviolent male offenders. And they have a culinary program, a gardening program, there's a dog training program, and I wanted to help. I wanted to do something to help. And after much cat herding and many matriculations, we came up with the idea to actually open up a restaurant where, once released, these young men who complete the culinary program and some of the other programs would be eligible to work as an intern in, and then continue to expand on that life skill and social skill training that they receive while they're incarcerated. Right,
and I know that you've told me before, but again, what are some of the statistics and specifics as to why this is, so beneficial to them and to the community?
Awesome question. Well, the recidivism rate or re-arrest rate for juvenile offenders in the state of Texas is an astonishing 50%. What that translates to for us as taxpayers is approximately $100,000 a pop to put them back in jail. And statistically speaking, that recidivism rate climbs astronomically once they've gone back a second time. Mm-hmm. They get closer to adulthood, they've lost a lot of years of education, a lot of family bonding, adult modeling, and then they become repeat offenders on into their adult life. And that number is a staggering $1.7 to $2.3 million taxpayer expense to continue putting them back in jail over and over. And that doesn't even take into consideration that for a lot of these young men, even at 16 years old, they're already fathers. Mm-hmm. So you can add extra expenses even on top of that. And what we've seen is, we did a study 3 years ago, an outcome study with the University of Texas at Dallas, and all of the programs, which didn't even include Cafe Momentum, just the culinary, the dog training, the career programs. The recidivism rate for young men completing just one of those pre-release programs was 14%, wow. Which is a staggering 36% decrease, and I can't do quick math, but a substantial savings to taxpayers. And we think that to continue to nurture them post-release, one of the important things is to get these incredible numbers and realize that we're sending them back to the same home with the same parents or parent, with the same street, neighborhood, community, friends, gang, school, etc., and they're still doing this well. I think that lends some wonderful opportunities to continue this post-release work and really put them on top and affect a lot of change in their own community.
Yeah, and I mean, I've gotten to be a part of the pop-up dinner that y'all do once a month.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was just a wonderful example of what y'all are doing in their lives and the community's life, and I think it's just a wonderful program.
Well, thank you. My official title is executive director, but we were laughing at the dinner you were at the other night, saying the director of hope, because as you heard one of our young men speak and talked about what an impact Cafe Momentum had made on him, and his supervisor who had escorted him from detention to participate in this dinner said that's not the same young man mm-hmm. that came in here 6 months ago, and I think that is a very powerful statement as to the success that we're providing for them.
Right. Well, Chad, I wish I could talk more with you, but thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And if you want to find out more about Cafe Momentum, obviously go to cafemomentum.org.
Yes. Sign up for our newsletter.
Awesome. And coming up, there are two adorable puppies in studio today from East Lake Pet Orphanage. Find out how you can adopt them and much more after the break.